Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol CGC. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to this time frame. I think it's a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. Been doing this analysis on a routine basis. I think this is now the 3rd day in a row I've done it, but that's where these green line annotations are coming from. And first thing I'm going to do is a little house cleaning. Go ahead and get rid of that line right there. Sure, that still pertains to the chart, but from a presentation standpoint, I don't want to risk causing confusion because there's clutter with lines all over the place. So let's try to keep this as clean as possible. And today, overall, the chart's still perfectly fine, but this is where things are a little tricky because there's some perspective that goes into that. What do I mean? Well, if you're a day trader and you bought right there, for example, or I don't know, maybe you bought right there and you wanted to sell within 15 minutes after buying, well then yeah, for you the chart's looking pretty rough. But from the big picture of things, I get it. From the highs, there was a pullback, but from the big picture, the bulls still have plenty of opportunity to build an overall higher base. And as long as you have higher bases being built over longer periods of time, that's how long-term uptrends are constructed. I'm going to talk about things from a big picture point of view. So if I sound crazy calling something bullish, my guess would be you probably had more of a day trading type perspective going into it. And it's really all about this $50 mark here as far as, the example that I want to get across. So while I'm not saying this is going to happen, let's just say that once again, it comes back down here to $50, and then like it did over here, it finds support, so goes down to 50, and then does something like this where it starts to work its way back upwards. Now, emphasis on big picture. From the big picture perspective, what would you have? Well, you'd have a set of lows right here. You'd have these lows down here. If you picture each of these as stair steps, then yeah, from the big picture, you'd still very clearly have higher bases being built and higher stair steps progressing in the upwards direction. And that's the name of the game. That's what a truly strong move is going to do. Once more, I'm well aware that if you're a day trader and you bought up here or right there, then yeah, you don't care about these stair steps. But that's why I try to offer up a warning that I would be making these comments from a bigger picture type viewpoint. So sure, today the price pulled back. But stop and think about that word, today, as in 1 day. Looking at multiple days, which is what we're doing here, you can see the bulls still have plenty of opportunity to build a higher base. So that is certainly priority number 1 going forward. So let's see if the bulls can once more build a higher low or not. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.